Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Round 1 against Ermac as Cyber Sub-Zero on Rocket Rapid Commentaries in Mortal Kombat 9. And in this episode, we'll be taking on Ermac as Cyber Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 9 as the part of the Mortal Kombat 3 story.
So Ermac, in my memory, easily takes the cake for most prolific asshole in Mortal Kombat 9 campaign so far.
No, that's gotta be Kano, to be perfectly honest. I think we end up fighting Kano more times than any other character in the roster.
That is saying something, because we fought Ermac like maybe 5 or 6 times by now.
Yeah, but we also started fighting Ermac very late. We started fighting Ermac halfway through Mortal Kombat 2, whereas Kano we've been fighting for the entire campaign. And pretty much, and almost every chapter we get a fight against Kano. I'll grant that the Cyber Sub-Zero doesn't get a fight against Kano, but Cabal got to fight Kano. I think no, Stryker did not get to fight Kano, but
probably should have.
He wasn't in the right spot during the story for it.
Stryker is an officer of the law, and Kano is disrespecting his authority.
He is, but at the same point, Kano used to be an officer of the law as an undercover agent.
Why is it always the characters with Australian accents that become turncoats?
That's why.
Pigma. Wait, Pigma doesn't have an Australian
Pigma
accent.
does not. You're thinking on that, and
Well,
it would have to be Panther.
Dingodile, but Dingodile was actually a rather loyal character to Cortez.
Dingodile's not so loyal to Cortex in the later games. He works with Cortex, but it's only for furthering his own goals.
Money.
You are not so fearsome.
A Dingodile.
I actually disagree. Yeah, Ermac is awesome in this game.
Thanks. I thought we were done.
I must go. I need to investigate the graveyard.
So, are you ready for a sibling reunion, Mr. Cloud?
Good luck, man.
Sector?
Not Sector. Sector is our rival, not our
Cyrax.
brother.
All right, we're gonna bring in Mustard in order to join our.
Cyrax is also not our brother.
Mustard and I'm trying to think of something blue-colored. I don't know, a beer?
As a topping, I'm pretty sure blue cheese is the only blue topping that I can think of.
Oh, I mean, blue cheese and mustard, I mean, not on their own, but the condiments have got to fit like, well, chicken wings.
One of Shao Kahn's Solnados on a scale I thought unimaginable.
The Solnados!
Yes.
Just when I thought this game had capped on the metal, they come rocking with the Solnados.
Well, we actually got to see a Solnado in Mortal Kombat 3. In Mortal Kombat 3, Ermac's Soul Chamber is one of the battlegrounds.
Protect you. Sub-Zero, we will destruct the Solnado.
I will be there momentarily. Hurry. The spell
Hurry.
appears to be nearly complete.
The soul vacuum is coming to clean my apartment. Uh-oh, Quan Chi is conducting human sacrifices. I see a 2-on-1.
Hey, Noob Saibot.
Or is it Quan Chi's job to keep hold the prisoners with the spell he's casting?
Wore those colors before you.
Bihan?
Yes, Kuai Liang. It is I, Quan Chi, restored.
Restored should be in air quotes there because no, he did not.
We are flawed copies of our former selves.
I have no flaws. Quan
Huh.
Chi has perfected me.
Funny how that theme appears in video games.
It suits my purpose.
Because, I mean, it really doesn't matter what the fuck happens to the character as long as you can still play as him and you have the same controls.
Alright, so here we go. Brother on brother. Cyber Sub-Zero versus Noob Saibot.
Noob. He just, I'm sorry, he cannot escape that his fucking name is Noob. It's so
Yeah,
trolling.
I don't know why they got rid of Cybot as his surname. Because if without Cybot as his surname, the joke about his name being Tobias Boone, you know, doesn't work.
But that's just it. Maybe they would rather have players use Noob as a way of trolling your opponent versus forcing the backwards spelling of one of the creators of Mortal Kombat.
Two of the creators.
Two of the creators, correct. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not like they don't have the room on the text bar. I mean, Cyber Sub-Zero,
Eats up
you know,
like
that
2.5 times.
You know?
But yeah, I am very terrible against Noob Saibot, mostly because attempting to block his tele spam doesn't work because it's a throw. And I honestly don't really have any good strategies for Noob Saibot. The thing that I keep trying to do is land the Cyber Sub-Zero's dive kick because it is one of the few things that actually does a sizable amount of damage. Or I can use the armor frames on my X-ray in order to do this kind of shit. We have evened it out.
It happens so fast. Dun, 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 dun. The city is burning in the background. There's a dragon attacking.
There is a dragon attack.
What the fuck?
Well, we saw dragons in the first part of Mortal Kombat 3 story.
Oh, Jesus.
Got him.
Got you.
At negative HP, but yes, we got him.
Be still. 1%.
It's visually 1%, but it may as well be half of 1%. Like, that's the only thing I can think to do in this particular matchup to prevent Noob from throwing me with the tele throw is use my own teleport almost at the same time. And even that, if I'm too slow on it, doesn't actually work because Noob's tele throw will actually follow you if you do it wrong.
I know I should be commenting on the fight itself, but I gotta say, I am actually quite impressed with this map we have here. Because, I mean, we've been in Outworld a lot, so you're used to the, you know, things look fucked up here because they're fucked up here. But this is Earthrealm, and there's a city burning in the background. The dragons took it down, and Quan Chi is doing green lighting magic in the back, on the left side.
Sadly, we fight in this graveyard for exactly, I think, 3 fights. This one and the next 2. And I'm not even sure if it is the next 2, actually.
Watu Barata Nictum.
Well, shit. What is his name? The guy from Army of Darkness mispronounced it as Nikto, so.
Be Ash.
Yeah, Ash.
And this is my...
Hi, Nightwolf. Your chapter is one of the
Jesus
most
Christ.
significant in the game, which is cool because I really like you in this game.
Not yet.
That was a really short chapter with Cyber Sub-Zero. We only had 2 fights.
No, it was 4 fights still. We fought Sector, we fought Kintaro and Goro. Then we fought Ermac, and then we fought Noob Saibot.
We did fight Ermac with him. Yeah, that's correct. Nightwolf gets started immediately.
Now, Nightwolf honestly is not a very good character in this game, but I do like playing as him, specifically because his spiritual axes give him a lot of additional damage and melee options. Unfortunately, I am still terrible at this game, so like this.
I think Nightwolf used to be a favorite of my brother's when we were playing Mortal Kombat 3 on Sega Genesis, because I definitely remember seeing his magic axe, tomahawk attack pretty frequently.
Yeah. As Pascadet mentions, just although I am still terrible at the game, Nightwolf is a character that I actually feel I'm okay with. Nightwolf actually has one of the longest sweeps in the game, at least from my perspective, and he's got a very easy and simple to execute dial a combo into special that allows him to follow up with either another axe special or an uppercut.
Nice Nice low. Nice high. A lot of nice. See, your initiation is impressive. It's your follow-through that needs a little work.
Whoosh!
That's okay. Looks like the fight is all but yours. You just gotta not... Well, actually, yeah, there was no pathway to victory for Quanchi. Round 3.
Nightwolf still actually has both his reflector and shoulder charge from Mortal Kombat 3. I can't find this shoulder charge pretty much ever, and I'm not actually decent enough with Nightwolf to do reflector in time against enemy projectiles.
He's being rather repetitive this one.
And there we go. Quan Chi has been bested by looping blocks.
Low.
Your time is over.
No, we don't actually get to fight Noob Saibot with Nightwolf.
Well, because Noob is weak. He already lost a fight, according to the canon of the campaign so far.
Yep.
So really, that was completely
And because
pointless.
we knocked Noob Saibot into the Soul Nabo, well, this happens.
Oh, pretty colors.
Very pretty colors. I don't understand why this happens, to be perfectly honest. I assume it's because Noob Saibot is his soul is corrupted by the resurrection process. So I think that's why it corrupts the Soul Nado and causes it to explode. But like,
Sure.
the mechanics of Shang
Blow
Tsung,
everything up.
the mechanics of Quan Chi Soul Nado are slightly different than Shang Tsung's, I would assume. But no,
He will pay
what's
for what
really
he's
weird
done.
about Mortal Kombat 9 is because, as I mentioned earlier, Nightwolf's chapter is one of the most significant in the entire game, and I really don't understand as to why they gave Nightwolf so much story importance in this game.
Sonya's right.
Nightwolf is not a
Yeah.
character that most people actually recognize that well, especially because his last appearance, as far as I can tell, was either Armageddon or Mortal Kombat 3. I don't think he's actually in Deception aside in this, unless you count Shinjuku's campaign.
I mean, on the subject of naming chapters after characters, have you ever read Catch-22?
I have not.
Okay, so Catch-22 also is a solid narrative comparison because this game also names its chapters after characters. Catch-22, the name of each chapter is one of the characters in the story, and it takes place on a fictional army base in Italy. But a lot of the times, the events of these stories has nothing to do with the characters, except with a few exceptions. And hell, they don't even talk about the very first character they introduce. He's last.
We cannot win without
Well, that's
the other
bookending.
Master. Kang, close as a shadow.
Nightwolf, you will lead until we return.
As
Wait,
you
why
wish.
Nightwolf? Sonya and Jax have got military experience.
Because...
I mean, it's Nightwolf's chapter, so sure, but come on, guys.
I think Nightwolf was always one of the more likable Mortal Kombat characters.
Prior to this game, he doesn't really have much of a personality. He's got a great goddamn role, certainly, but you don't actually get to see him explore that role until Deception.
And in the next part, our facial tattoos are going to kick some ass.
Actually, in the next part, everyone's going to die.
My speed and skill are beyond.
Be safe, everybody.